Got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. At the 23-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Hamler now on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one. And you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Now Jones. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11 now.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run here with Balazs. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here's a run with Balazs. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Kalen Balazs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. people like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Stay 50, stay 50. Ball formation, ball formation. Come on, hey. Keep 15, keep 15. Tight end right, tight 20. Stafford. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Gabriel Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A 3-5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Balaj. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Balaj. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Off the play fake. Jones.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
40 got. Hey, 50.
Play action. Stafford. Rolling to his right. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kalen Balaj with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one goes for 24 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way. And able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done. And for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
On first down at Stafford.
That's complete to Davis.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Stafford.
Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Stafford here. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They go play action here on first down. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jones throw taken in by Valdes-Scantling.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And Gano's kick is right through. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know this.
Oh, now Breida loses it. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs and say, roads closed.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford eluding the pressure right.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones able to find Shaheen here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. On 1st and 10, Stafford. For Marshall, that's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Stafford. Flush to his right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run it with Ballage. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a give to Breida. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Jones able to find Shaheen, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And he's got room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
That one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's taken down inside the 30.
105 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
KJ Hamler.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Here's Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to LA